Hey Libra, this is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to bring you a June bonus love reading. On top of the one you had, because I just did your video not too long ago, but this is just an update of what's going on as we are in June and as the month continues, what you may be able to expect. This will be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. Okay, cross watchers, you're welcome. I will be reading from the perspective of the Libra. This is actually a very exciting reading. I guess I'll let you know what we have on the board under this block here. I got a pretty big block for the messages that I needed to get. But let's see, we got the Seven of Swords reversed with the Ace of Cups, okay? We've got the Lovers that's clarified by the Ace of Wands. We've got the Page of Swords that's clarified by the Ace of Disc and the Malika of Wands. We've got the Ten of Swords, and we've got the Sun. The Ten of Swords reversed with the Sun. The overall card is of service. So basically where you're at, Libra, we'll talk about the point of service. We're talking about stepping outside of yourself and doing for others, okay? We're talking about taking the best of your attributes and contributing to the world, contributing to projects, helping people out when they're in need, really showing how why you're one of the people that you can depend on. Why that's you, why you're that bitch, right? Everybody is coming to a point where they're getting to see you for who you really are, and they're loving it, okay? You got a lot of people that are in your corner, whereas you may have, you've had to weed some people out lately, I believe. So when we talk about the scales balancing, I think the service is what's doing it, because for a while it's been about what Libra can get, okay? What Libra can get, who's doing this for Libra. You know who you are, you know you're a good person, and you just didn't understand why people weren't doing for you. But as you shift your focus onto not worrying about that and just what you can contribute externally, you're starting to see that the true people are coming out, because what you give out is what you get back. And so I see a lot of support that's coming through the overall energy behind the service card, okay? Because of your energy shift. Now this energy shift with balancing out the scales also ties into the Ace of Cups here, as it clarifies the Seven of Swords in reverse, talking about the situation you've been dealing with, Libra, the one we've been reading about, that sketchiness, that toxicity, not just being able to trust someone, but even in the moments where they are telling the truth, like there's something that's just energetically off and still Ari, And this is someone that you may have been dealing with before, and as you may have had a failed relationship or any heartbreak with them, you may have tried to take the opportunities that have presented themselves as amendments, Like, okay, maybe things could be good now, maybe I could forgive this person. And it never failed for you to just see that it was always going to be the same shit, right? So you walk away from that. You're absolutely done with the Seven of Swords first. And the Ace of Cups is showing that you decided to create self-fulfillment, decided to do what's making you happy, decided to give yourself some self-love, some self-care, compliment yourself, take yourself to spa treatments, exercise, eat better, do the things that you used to do to make you smile, singing in the shower, whatever it is. These are things you are starting to do again, and you're feeling good because not only are you getting back to your roots and your basics, but you're starting to see your external dealings with people change as well, okay? Or you're optimistic about it if you haven't already as June progresses, because I don't feel as though all of you are necessarily putting yourselves out there, but you're feeling the energy to do so more, and when you do, this is what will be achieved for you. With the Lovers and the Ace of Wands, I've got to tell you, how there's that big blessing that's been waiting for you, one of the many, as you finally came to putting things to rest, right? Because you got to clear out the old to make way for the new. We have the Lovers clarified by the Ace of Wands. So what that's telling me is that you definitely have somebody who is looking at you and wanting to communicate with you, maybe already communicating with you. And there might be, a little bit of insecurity that they have about, necessarily being able to, I don't want to say deserve you, but they definitely see you as someone who is not only just passionate and fiery and vibrant and, you know, just an amazing being overall, but they see you as someone who they could create a life with. They see someone who has a lot of stability, who could, you know, stabilize them emotionally, someone, so, you know, so on and so forth. And they're gonna start communicating with you to see where your head is and where you are in life and where y'all can fit into each other's lives. Now, you will have some opposition, I'm telling you, as you move on. There's this person that you were dealing with before is definitely going to try to sabotage. I see that with the Five of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles, especially with the Page of Wands here. One thing that we know with the Page of Wands is someone who, like, this is someone who will come in, because as you have the Page of Swords there, like someone who wants to open up the lines of communication with you, you have this person who's coming back with like this Page of Wands energy, wanting to extend an offer to you, okay? Wanting to just come in and like, and it's one of those things where they just might come and just like try to get you, you know, woo you with some sex, woo you with some D or JJ, you know, whatever, whoever you are and whatever they are, they're trying to throw it on you, okay? And it's not like they're promising this passionate new beginning. They're just using passion. They have a very fragile ego. They're very confrontational. It just seems that it's always conflict. And you're wondering why the fuck they're trying to bring that to your front door when you're over it and you're moving on. But it's because they want you to be stuck with them and don't want them moving on, and you know that. Like I would tell some of my Libra friends, you know, you can't, when you see, you know, every wet puppy on the street you see, you cannot pick up. And I feel like a lot of y'all might be getting that whole analogy with this last person y'all dealt with. Like that was the last straw of like this fixer ass mentality, having to save these old mangy ass wet dogs on the street. No, there is somebody else, okay? There is somebody else, Libra. And they just don't understand why they're out there in the rain and you won't come and get them today, you know? You stopped picking them up. Like, and that's basically what I see. But then we also have the Tower of the Chariot, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Wands. You've officially thrown in the towel and over it, so this energy will not be able to manifest anymore. We've got the Ten of Swords reversed, and then we've got the Sun as well up here. This is more energy of like a completion of you being done. Okay? We've got the Ten of Swords twice. We got it here upright with the Four of Wands. We've got it here reversed with the Sun. So both positions are amazing with the cards that they're with. And it's just telling you, like, Libra, I know you've put a lot of work and time and effort into this, and like most people understand Libras to be the ones who just like cut that shit off quick. It doesn't always happen that way, okay? Sometimes there are lessons to learn, and there are times where you fall in love with people. And I know that this has been a journey for you, but you're finally just done. And you're not gonna let this person compromise new love. If you're aware of this person, you already know that this is a person that you're not gonna lose. This person that's coming in. This person that looks at you deeper than you've looked at anybody you thought you loved and they disappointed you. They're looking at you like just as you, in true, like your pure essence, and they're in love with it. And you're just like, whoa. And you're not losing that. And for those of you, again, who this will happen for later on in June, or maybe if, you know, it just progresses with you all throughout June, carries into July, you know, whatever it is, like this is what's coming for you. All right, you will know these feelings that some of these other Librans already feel. You shall. I can guarantee that. You just got to pay attention, man. Because this person's going to come and look, they're coming as the Page, all right? Page of Swords, all right? So it might not be that obvious. You have an inexperienced energy coming through. It might not be that obvious. Your Goddess Guidance card. Could we have said it better, Hathor? Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. As we talk about your crowning card service. As we talk about being open to realizing who this person is that wants to give to you and have you give back. In more ways than one, Libra. And I think June's going to be a really, really solid month, and I'm really happy we did this bonus for you. That's what I got. Loves ya.